This #1 ranked Demigod lockdown build gets a 99 steal and 99 perimeter defense, which means you get every single defensive badge on Legend and have the best ability to clamp literally every single build in the entire game. Gets a 93 3-point rating, which means you get every shooting badge on Gold and can dex around and spark from deep like a pure sharpshooter. Gets a 92 speed and 88 agility, so you're doing all this while being ridiculously fast and have the ability to get insane lane steals from all the way across the court. And on top of all that, gets an 85 strength rating, which means you get Gold Immovable Enforcer, giving you the ability to absolutely bully all of your opponents. And that's before we use our max +1 to get Hall of Fame Immovable Enforcer to bully builds that are 6 to 10 inches taller than you. Yeah, this build is insane. My last 100 2v2 ranked proving ground games where everybody is running toxic lineups and trying their absolute hardest, I went 96-4 using this build. It's about time we show love to our lockdown defender. What's up, Simply Squad? It's your boy Demigod grinding, and I need y'all to drop a like right now, because the second this video hits 1,000 likes, I will drop this new meta guard build that finally makes NBA 2K25 dribbling actually look fun. Just look how I'm moving on this build. I'm speed boosting left and right like it's 2K22 current gen, and then sparking it from deep in people's faces. And the funny part is my ball handle and speed with ball isn't even my highest rating. I have a 99 3-point rating on this guard build, so not only am I speed boosting around getting open, but I also have the best chance in the entire game to green this shot once I do. So make sure to drop a sub with notifications on so you don't miss out on that. And even if you think you're sub, double check to make sure, because trust me, you do not want to miss out on that. In a game where most of the dribble moves are pretty slow, this build actually made it fun again. Now let's get back to talking about the lockdown build that's gonna clamp my new build that I'm gonna show y'all later. And today, not only am I gonna give you the lockdown build, I'm also gonna give y'all the jump shot, the badge elevators, the max +1, and how I would upgrade it to 85 overall. Everything you need to know in this one video, because I'm here to help y'all have fun. Now without further ado, let's get into the build. Alright y'all, now for the build. You can go right or left-handed. Just keep in mind that if you go right-handed, your fade to the right is gonna be slow and your fade to the left is gonna be fast. I actually prefer to fade to my left, so I like going right-handed, and I also just like how it looks when I shoot with my right-handed player. Now for the position, you can go point guard, shooting guard, or small forward. I chose to go point guard because I like how it matches up into my opponents. I'm a lockdown and my arrow's already gonna be on the point guard. I want to be guarding him off rip, so that works out perfectly for me. The height is gonna be 6'4", the weight is gonna be 223 pounds, and the wingspan is gonna be a massive 6'8" wingspan. And now for the ratings, we're gonna start by going a massive 97 rating on our perimeter defense, which of course gives us all of the defensive badges on Hall of Fame. And then right after that, we're gonna make our steal a 96 as well, which again gives us all of the steal defensive badges on Hall of Fame as well. But Grinding, you said that we have a 99 perimeter defense and a 99 steal. We do once we hit starter 3 and unlock our first 5 cap breakers. You're gonna put 2 on perimeter defense and 3 on steal, and they will be 99 each. Now before you get all mad and be like, oh, I thought I had 99 off rip, don't worry, because nearly all the clips you watched in the intro, I didn't even have Hall of Fame defensive badges when I got those clips. I literally had silver and gold defensive badges and was getting plucks, was getting lanes, and was absolutely bodying 7'1" centers that tried to mash me in the paint. So no, you do not need these attributes on 99, but you do want to make the build like this instead of putting 99 in the builder, because it's going to take way too many attributes and you're going to suffer elsewhere. Plus, you always want your build to be able to get better over time. I promise you, if you play the game even a decent amount, you are going to hit starter 3 this year. If I was asking you to hit vet 2, that would be outlandish, but starter 3 is very capable, and even without it, this build is amazing, I promise you. After that, we're going to max out our block at a 66 overall rating. This is just because a lot of the time in 2v2 ranked, people understand that I'm trying to guard the point guard, so what they'll do is they'll set a screen and try and make me switch onto the center. With this block rating and our interior defense and our strength, you're gonna find that you body 7'1" centers like it's easy. The only centers that are able to score on you are literal 7'3" post scores, and don't worry, they score on everybody because they're absolutely broken. But if you watch my Twitch streams, twitch.tv/simplygrinding, by the way, make sure to join the Twitch stream. I'm live right now carrying followers on Sub Monday. But if you watch the streams, you literally watch me go 96-4 my last 100 games, and I was absolutely dogging every center that tried to match me in the paint. I even had a 7-footer try to ISO me, and he got absolutely clamped. But anyways, back to the build. Our interior defense is gonna be a 70 overall rating, and that's gonna be it for the defense. Now, my favorite part about this build is you are a pure lockdown with a 93 3-point rating, which means you get every single shooting badge on gold. Bro, I cannot stress the fact that you are able to spot up from limitless range, which means if your point guard is isoing, or if you're playing with a post score, or even if you're on the 3s or the 5s, you could literally play 2 guard and spot up from limitless range, giving your point guard so much space to cook. When I play guard, I wish my lockdowns could space out the floor as much as I do for everybody else, bro. You seen in the clips, not only was I sparking from deep, I was dexing and creating space while my center was cooking, and then he would just hit me as I dex and I would knock it down like a pure sharpshooter. It makes the build so much more fun to play to know that every time you give up the ball, you're gonna get the stop for your team, and then anytime your team is clamped, you can literally fade, you can dex, and you can shoot from deep and knock down the shot for your teammate. Now let's talk about the physicals. Our agility, we're actually just gonna raise it 1, we're gonna make it an 88, and then our speed is gonna be a massive 92 overall rating, which of course is gonna give you Hall of Fame slippery off ball. How was I dexing so well? How was I getting open without even doing a single dribble move? It's because of this badge right here. It creates a ridiculous amount of speed. Not only that, but you just want speed and agility on your lockdown. If you don't know, speed is what determines how fast that is, as well as late contests. If you get dexed and the dude's wide open, you want to be able to catch up. You want to be able to use your Hall of Fame challenger, which is actually legend whenever you hit starter 3, or if you want to use your max +1 on challenger, which I wouldn't recommend. We're going to talk about where we're going to put our max +1 on soon. But whatever the case may be, you want your speed to be high on a lockdown. If you're on 2s, it's for contests, it's for passing lane steals. If you're on 3s, you want to be able to chase down people and get those ridiculous lane steals whenever they throw it up the court. And if you're on 5s, you need to be everywhere as a lockdown. You need to guard the ball, then you need to rotate down to the paint, then you need to run out to the wing. Your speed is very important. And then of course your agility affects your lateral quickness. So if you're guarding people on ball, you want your agility to be high. And between this agility and our strength rating that I'm going to talk about next, literally nobody in the game can ISO me. There has not been a single guard or a single center that has made an ISO build and has been able to ISO me on this build. You can ask my Twitch stream. I brag about it every single time I play on this build. Nobody on the game can ISO me. It is not possible. 1, because the dribble moves in this game are pretty slow, and 2, because this build is ridiculous. And here, I'm gonna show you exactly why. We're gonna make our strength an 85 overall rating, which of course is gonna give us gold immovable enforcer. And this is where we're gonna start talking about our max +1. We are gonna put our max +1 on a movable enforcer to make up for the lower strength, because most people go 92 strength to get Hall of Fame, and we're gonna get Hall of Fame without getting the actual rating. But granted, doesn't that mean we're gonna get bullied by centers in the paint? No, not even close. Again, I play 2v2 ranked, the game mode where everyone sweats, where everyone's trying their hardest, where the absolute best players are playing to get a high ranking, and I went 96 and 4. You think I didn't play post scores? You think I didn't play centers trying to get a switch and back me down? Anytime someone tried to drop step me, I got a steal, or I literally just bodied them in the paint on a 6'4 build, even though they're 10 inches taller than me. It's actually ridiculous how fast, how strong, and how high I jump, because our vertical is gonna be a 70 as well. But yeah, y'all, I promise you, this is by far the best lockdown build in the entire game. It is literally meta for every single game mode, 2s, 3s, and 5. On a casual level and a competitive level, you can literally clamp positions 1 through 5, bro. If your team wants to switch, you're in heaven, because you can switch on and guard anybody. If you want to fight through the screen, you're also in heaven, because you actually have legend pick dodger whenever you hit starter 3. Screens do not affect you. There is literally nothing people can do to get you off of them. And with how broken steals are on ball and passing lanes, I'm sure y'all have figured out that on ball steals are actually really good this year too. Even though people thought that glove was nerfed, if you time it correctly, you still get the steals you got in 2K24. Yeah, no, I can't vouch for this build enough. If you make this build and you absolutely hate it, please come back to the comments and cuss me out, because I guarantee there's not going to be one person that makes this build and does not like the result of what they're seeing. That's how confident I am that this build will dominate for you and you're going to be an absolute menace on the court. But please do me a favor, do not pull up on me with this build, bro. I do not want to play this whenever I'm on my 6'2". And then finally, we're going to go a 44 offensive rebound and a 70 defensive rebound. All that does is cover our weaknesses with silver box out beast, which again, you're going to use your max +1 to get gold box out beast because it is a tier 2 badge, as well as giving us bronze rebound chaser, which you could decide to put on silver rebound chaser instead of gold box out beast. But whenever I play 2s, which is what I usually play with this build, I like to have gold box out beast for when I switch on the centers so I can box them out and secure the rebound. And then finally, after that, we're going to make our pass accuracy of 50. We're on a lockdown. Our pass accuracy literally does not matter. And then at this point, you can put your attributes on whatever you want. If you want to increase your interior defense a little bit, you want to increase your offensive rebound. For me, I'm going to play rec and prone with this build, so I up my free throw to a 72. So one more quick overview. You have a 93 3-point rating. You get all gold shooting badges. You are knocking down every single shot, especially catch and shoot. Catch and shoot is super easy this year. I shoot 55% from 3 3 using only my X button on point guard. So whenever I get on this build and I'm in ranked proving grounds, I wish they showed my 3-point percentage. I'm probably shooting around 72% from 3. Not even joking, I do not miss on this build. You have a 97 perimeter defense and a 96 steal, which of course gives you every single defensive badge on Hall of Fame. And whenever you hit start at 3, you're gonna have a 99 perimeter defense and a 99 steal, but even without it, you're an absolute menace on defense. I promise you, I used this build with silver badges and it was ridiculously easy even on 2v2 ranked proving grounds. And then finally, you have a 92 speed, 88 agility, 85 strength, and 70 vertical. You are running around the court being an absolute menace as fast as possible while being super strong. Just a ridiculous lockdown build all around. And then once you make this build, if you care about build names, the build name comes out to be a 3&D point, which to be fair is pretty accurate. Alright, now that you got the build, let's talk about the jump shot. The jump shot that I use on every build, literally my point guards, my locks, everything 6'4" and below, is base Kyrie Irving, release 1 Oscar Robertson, release 2 DeAnthony Melton, and the blending is 75% Oscar Robertson, 25% DeAnthony Melton. The release speed is 3/4 instead of 4/4, it just makes for more accurate catches, and I like to use my visual cue 1 tick after push. Literally every stream, everyone asks me what my jump shot is because I'm one of the best shooters on NBA 2K25, and this is the jump shot that I use on every single build. Even though I'm starter 4 and I have KPJ, I have Patrick Mills, I still like this jump shot better, and all you need for this jump shot is a 90 mid-range or a 93 point rating. And as stated before, your first 5 cap breakers you're gonna put on your perimeter defense and your steal to get a 99 overall rating. But first, let me show y'all how you would upgrade this build to an 85 overall. Alright, y'all, the way you're gonna upgrade to an 85 overall is actually super simple. All you're gonna do is you're gonna max out your 3, max out your perimeter defense, max out your steal, max out your speed, and max out your agility. Most builds you have to give up on something. This build you don't have to give up anything at all. The only thing you're lacking that you somewhat need is your strength whenever you max it out like this, but this is by far the best way you can upgrade to an 85 overall, so you have the best results off rip. Now after that, the order you're gonna upgrade is you're gonna max out your strength first, that is very important, and then after that you're gonna max out your vertical, also very important, and then finally you're gonna upgrade your interior defense, and then you're gonna max out your block rating. Now once you get to this point, your build is already pretty much done. If you don't want to spend any more VC and you just want a build that could get it done, this build right here would get it done at 88 overall. But if you want to continue to max it out, after that you're gonna obviously max out your defensive rebound, then your offensive rebound. And you're probably wondering why I haven't upgraded my midi. It's because I don't shoot midis on this build, I shoot strictly 3-pointers, but I'm assuming some of y'all are gonna want to take midis. After that you could upgrade your midi. The good news is you can green midis with a 25 mid-range rating if you know what you're doing. And then after that, literally the only thing I upgrade from this point on is my pass accuracy. If you see my build, I'm always in 93 overall whenever I'm on my lockdown build. It's because I don't need close shot, I don't need driving layup, I don't need driving dunk, I don't need ball handle, and I don't need speed with ball. The only other thing I would upgrade is maybe free throw whenever I'm gonna go play 5. But if you want to save around 40,000 VC, you do not have to get this build to 99 overall. This right here is exactly what you need. Then obviously you're gonna cap breaker these to 99. And then finally the badges, obviously I'm at a 60 overall right now, so I have no valid badges, but you're gonna put your badge elevator on either set shot specialist if you're worried about knocking down shots, or if you're not worried about knocking down shots and you know you'll get that easy. The hardest badge to activate that I've seen to grind is actually on ball menace. So if you want, you could put your badge elevator on ball menace, get it on Hall of Fame off rip. And then if you have maximum overdrive, you're gonna put it on glove, interceptor, a movable enforcer, and set shot specialist. And then obviously once you max out your movable enforcer, you're gonna max +1 it to get Hall of Fame and movable enforcer. And then your tier 2 max 1 is either gonna be box out beast or rebound. It's either gonna be box out beast or rebound chaser. But y'all, that's pretty much it. That is everything you need to know to be a dominant lockdown defender on this game. I've been winning insane games on this build, so much so that I literally had to stop playing it and get back on guard just so I could feel skillful again, because it's really easy to win on this build. But hey man, I hope y'all dominate. I hope y'all get some free wins. Let me know how you like the build in the comments below. Thank y'all so much for watching. I love you all, and as always, keep grinding.
Ballin', 2K we never be falling. Rachel she never be calling. Still hitting shots while they steady be taunting. Ballin', 2K we never be falling. Rachel she never be calling. Still hitting shots while they steady be ballin'.